Life-altering concussions, domestic violence. Why does anyone, including me, still watch the NFL? We all know the league's pitiful track record handling accusations of criminal violence against players. These days, league officials are basically putting up a neon sign, "Abusers welcome, if you can play." The latest example is Kansas City Chief star wide receiver Tyreek Hill. In March, police were called to Hill's home twice in 9 days to investigate reports of child abuse after his 3-year-old son's arms was broken. And while police in the Department of Children and Families investigated, Hill and his former fiancée, Crystal Espinal, temporarily lost custody of the little boy in April. For the record, Hill denies hurting his son, and the district attorney ultimately decided not to press charges, saying, quote, "The evidence does not conclusively establish who abused the toddler." It was only then that the Chiefs and league reached out to the DA's office for information about the case, and they didn't suspend Hill until after this explosive recording of him and his former fiancée came out a day later.
He is terrified of you, and you say that he respects you, but it's not respect.
You need to be terrified of me too. No.
I'd say that kind of threat is worth a suspension. And yet, after a, quote, comprehensive investigation by the NFL, Hill is back on the job with the league announcing, quote, based on the evidence presently available, because the court has sealed all law enforcement records, they could not conclude whether Hill violated the personal conduct policy. But by my reading of that policy, actual or threatened physical violence against another person calls for discipline. And I'm pretty sure Tom Brady was suspended for allegedly deflating footballs. But no penalty for this? Of course, if this were a one-time issue for Hill, that would be bad enough. But the fact is he pled guilty back in 2015 to felony assault and battery for punching and choking the then 8-week pregnant Espinal. He got 3 years probation for that, and the next year the Chiefs drafted him. But this isn't just a pattern for Hill. It's one for the Chiefs. Remember former star running back Kareem Hunt? It was almost a full year after he was accused of pushing and kicking a woman in a hotel hallway that the team released him and the league suspended him. But again, that only happened after video of the incident came out. So now that Tyreek Hill is back on the field, we know what really matters in the NFL. As his teammate put it,
everyone knows how important he is to this offense.
Except maybe his 3-year-old little boy.